thevoicebefore-the-void.net. Tomb of Orcus from Wikipedia, read by The Voice Before the Void. The Tomb of Orcus, Italian Tomba d'Orco, sometimes called the Tomb of Murina, is a 4th century BCE Etruscan hypogeum burial chamber in Tarquinia, Italy. Discovered in 1868, it displays Hellenistic influences in its remarkable murals, which include the portrait of Velia Velcia, an Etruscan noblewoman, and the only known pictorial representation of the daemon Tuchulcha. In general, the murals are noted for their depiction of death, evil, and unhappiness. Because the tomb was built in 2 sections at 2 stages, it is sometimes referred to as the tombs of Orcus I and II. It is believed to have belonged to the Murina family, an offshoot of the Etruscan Spurinae. The foundation is inscribed with the following enigmatic phrase: Larthiale, Holchniesni, Marchesi, Caliathesi, Municuli, Nacanvaesi, Thamuche Le, which may be interpreted as, Leave erected this monument for posterity during the magistracy of Larth Holchni and Marche Caliathe. Section 1. History. Orcus I was built between 470 and 450 BCE. A separate hypogeum, Orcus II, was built circa 325 BCE. At some point in antiquity, the wall between the two was removed, creating a large tomb with 2 dromes, or entrances. The tomb was excavated in 1868 by an officer of the French army. Upon its discovery, the excavator mistook the painting of the Cyclops for the Roman god of the underworld, Orcus, hence the name Tomb of Orcus. The Italian name, Tomba dell'Orco, can also mean Tomb of the Ogre, and it is used that way in Italy today. The second tomb has never been fully excavated. Section 2. Murals. Though most of the walls are muraled, the artists did not complete the ceiling. A scientific analysis in 2001 revealed that the paint used contained cinnabar, ochre, orpiment, calcite, copper, and Egyptian blue. While the artwork in Orcus I is highly praised, particularly the painting of Velia Velcia, some of the artwork in Orcus II is considered poorly done. It is likely that the French excavators of the tomb tried to remove some of the murals for exhibition in the Louvre, which resulted in significant deterioration. Subsection 2.1. Orcus I. The tomb of Orcus I, also known as the Tomb of Velcia, was constructed between 470 and 450 BCE. The main and right walls depict a banquet, believed to be the Spurinae, after their death in the Battle of Syracuse. The banqueters are surrounded by daemons who serve as cupbearers. One of the banqueters is a noblewoman named Velia Velcia, or by some interpretations, Velia Spurina, whose portrait has been called the Mona Lisa of antiquity. Her realistic profile, especially her eye, bears the influence of Hellenistic art. Unlike the Mona Lisa, however, she is noted for her grimace or sneer. Subsection 2.2 Orcus II. The tomb of Orcus II, sometimes distinguished as the tomb of Orcus, was constructed over 100 years after Orcus I, around 325 BCE. Its entrance is guarded by paintings of Charon, or Charon, the keeper of the underworld, and a Cyclops, possibly Polyphemus or Geryon. The back wall depicts a funeral procession overseen by Aita, or Hades, the Etruscan god of the underworld, and his wife Persephone, or Persephone. The left wall is believed to depict Agamemnon, Tiresias, and Ajax in the underworld. On the right wall are depicted Theseus, or Theseus, visiting the underworld, and his friend Pirithous, seated at a table playing a board game, where they are threatened by the Etruscan chthonic daemon Tuchulcha, who is depicted with pointed ears, perhaps those of a donkey, a hairy face, a hooked beak, perhaps that of a vulture, and wielding snakes in his hands. According to Nancy Thompson de Grummond, quote, "This monster is often referred to as male, but in fact is very likely female, or neither gender, for she wears a woman's dress and even appears to have breasts," unquote. De Grummond also identifies the diamond marking of Tuchulcha's serpents as indicative of the poisonous adder, Vipera berus. The tomb of Orcus II is unique in that it bears the only known historical depiction of Tuchulcha. This sound file and all text in the article are licensed under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 3.0 Unported License, available at creativecommons.org.